What's up everyone, this is ShoryuGame welcoming you to a KOF 15 trailer analysis. Many of you have asked me to do reaction videos for character reveals, and although this is not the main focus of this channel, I'll gladly answer your requests. And also, it's KOF, anything about it concerns me. Our guest today is the former bouncer of Mr. Big and the queen of zoners with her super annoying venom strikes, King. I personally wasn't expecting to see her now. I was almost sure that it's going to be Robert's reveal, since he's part of the Art of Fighting team, and I assume that Yuri, which was revealed before, is also a member of that same team. But I guess my expectations were shattered again. So who is King? She is originally a character from the Art of Fighting series, just like Ryo, Robert, Yuri and others. And she has been a main staple in the KOF franchise since its beginning, with the only exception of the vanilla version of KOF 2002, where she was only present as a cameo in one of its stages. She is usually the captain of the women fighters team, which includes Mai and Yuri most of the time, but was also a member of the Art of Fighting team with Ryo in other installments. I made an entire video explaining her story, so check it out if you want to know more about King. Now to the actual trailer. It begins with introducing a new stage, a haunted house themed amusement park that is clearly coming straight from Silent Hill 3. Joke aside, I think the introduction of this new stage was brilliant because it's a clear reference to King's stage in Art of Fighting 2, which was also an amusement park. This is further emphasized by the soundtrack playing during the trailer, Capoccia to Piero. That was King's theme in KOF 2. Moving on to her character model, she is simply gorgeous. King has never been so feminine in her entire existence. How she managed to fool everyone into thinking that she was a man is beyond me. There is no way she could do that again with her current model update. King has always been a violent woman, but in this trailer she looks even more brutal. Her manners seem more condescending than ever, and the tone of her speech is extra arrogant. It's as if she wants to pick a fight with the entire world. When victorious, King usually throws a rose or a handkerchief. The first case happens if she enjoyed the fight and her opponent was a worthy one. The second occurs when she wants to mock her pathetic enemy's performance and express her disappointment, but it doesn't always make sense in gameplay. There were times when she wins with a perfect and throws a rose, and other times when she barely survived with a magic pixel and still thinks she is entitled to be smug. She has both win poses in the trailer, but I don't know if they will be consistent with her combat's outcomes. Now with the most important part of the trailer, the gameplay. First, King demonstrates her normals, as it was the case with the previous characters. Her standing far C looks pretty much unchanged, same with her sweep and standing far D. Then she executed her overhead forward B, which, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't present in 14 I believe, but I know it was there in other games. The one that comes to my mind is 2002 UM. King also has her classic sliding kick, her close standing D, my favorite tool to initiate combos, and her jump CD. Her reverse throw is basically the same as before. Then we got to see that her overhead allows her to avoid ground-based projectiles, which is really cool. Then the trailer switches to what looks like her intro cinematic, before it transitions to her first super, the gravity-defying surprise rose. The laws of physics don't apply on King. Her projectile, Venom Strike, is of course part of her specials, just like Trap Shot. But for that last move, I personally miss its old version, which had a lot more kicks and a super satisfying sound effect. Next special is her iconic tornado kick. This is easily one of King's strongest moves. The next part is really cool. It's a special intro against Joe, and it emphasizes the rivalry the two characters have. Joe is always taunting King with his champion belt and mocking her unique take on the Muay Thai martial art. And so far, King was just ignoring him and letting him say what he wants. But in 15, apparently she'll no longer stay silent. She must have had enough of his crap. She is so mad at Joe that she's using him to demonstrate her remaining moves and combos. The first thing she shows is an instant overhead. I don't think I ever saw this move before, but I could be wrong. Then she throws her EX Fireball, the double strikes. This is hardly original though. King was able to throw her double strikes without any requirements in previous games. However, the EX double strikes look a lot faster than the previous versions. That is undoubtedly a non-negligible advantage. Much like our previous characters, she has her taunt back. Now the next combo has some serious implications. King starts by her jumping D, followed by close C, forward B which no longer acts as an overhead, and she finally cancels it to her Venom strike. The first thing that surprised me is that her forward B couldn't be cancelled into specials in previous games. I believe this is the first time that such combo is possible. The second thing that I noticed is that her forward B leaves King airborne, and the fact that she could cancel it into her Venom strike means that her air projectiles are back. This is a huge deal. King is already a very powerful zoner. Giving her air projectiles will make her extra annoying to deal with, and she can be really annoying. I learned that the hard way. Also, that air Venom strike was an EX version. It remains to be seen if her air projectiles are only possible as EX moves. It's worth mentioning that it's not the first time that she has air projectiles. She has this move in KOF 13 as well. The next combo may not please many of you. It certainly looks like one of the infamous auto combos from 14. Personally, I almost never use them, so they never really bothered me. Except when the freaking AI starts spamming them all the time when I just want to capture footage peacefully. So yeah, it appears that auto combos are back in KOF 15 as well. The next chain attack is a basic standing CD that causes a wall bounce, followed with a fireball and ended by a tornado kick. That's why I love King's tornado kick, it's such a reliable move. The next combo is my favorite in the trailer. It starts with a close standing D, followed with a forward down D and an EX tornado kick which causes a ground bounce. So far it looks a lot like her max mode combo in 14, but then she followed her EX tornado kick with a regular tornado kick, and finally she ends the combo with her trap shot. This was impossible in 14. I wonder how long the combos can be in this game. As long as it's nothing as crazy as the ones in 13, I'm fine with it. Then we got to see the final combo in the trailer, starting with the close standing C, cancelled directly to an EX tornado kick, followed with a regular trap shot, and finally cancelled into her level 2 silent flash super. Curiously, the trailer doesn't end with her level 3 super like with the other characters, but we do catch a glimpse to its initial animation at the beginning of the trailer, and from the look of it, it seems the same as her climax super in 14. And that concludes King's reveal trailer analysis. It's safe to assume that King and Yuri are in the same team in this game. The question is, who is going to be their third teammate? If they are members of the women fighters, then it's most likely going to be Mai. All three women were teammates in a lot of entries, so it's not going to be a real surprise if they form the same team again. The other possibility is having Ryo as their third partner and forming the Art of Fighting team from KOF 11. I personally think this is the stronger possibility, mainly because the Art of Fighting team is always shown or presented right after the Fatal Fury team in previous games. Then again, the way SNK is presenting the roster doesn't really follow any clear logic, so everything is possible. As for the next character reveal, I think I can narrow the possibilities though. It's either someone from the CYS team, best contender is Shermie, or a member of K-Dash's team. It's going to be one of these guys. Can't wait to see how wrong I am. That's it for now. I hope that was somewhat informative. If you want to see more videos like this one, let me know in the comments. As always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.